morning, Shade 4, 5, 7 minutes past the top of the hour. Citizens, good morning. The reason why you are hearing my voice is because Sway is out sick today, but we still got a live show popping off. DJ Wonder, the whole team is here. We're going to just hang out, do what we have to do. Even though Sway is sick, we're going to hold down the fort. I was having an interesting conversation this morning at about 3 a.m. Shout out to Sean Veron down in D.C. And we were just talking about, that grind that you put in. DJ Wonder here, this is not his only job here at SiriusXM. He's a DJ, he's a producer, he runs his website, DB, DJ, producer. All of us, we have different things going on besides what we do to get up and come to work every day. And we were talking about how much you grind and then you try to shine, but then people only see your shine and don't want to look at your grind. Craziness going on out here. Let's talk about that today, citizens. 888-742-3345. What's your grind like every morning before you start to shine? Sway in the morning, Shade 4, 5. Yeah. Sway in the morning, Shade 4, 5, 12 minutes past the top of the hour. Citizens, we talking about that grind this morning. You just know how people always want to compliment you or sometimes even be jealous of the shine that you got going on, but they never see the grind. In fact, some of them don't even want to put in the grind, put in the hard work. I was mentioning earlier that me, myself, Wanda, DB, OQ, Sway, all of us here are doing more than just one thing, and we just talking about the grind this morning. I want to salute you for that. Alex, good morning. You are coming in. What'd you say, Wonder? You could talk to me, DJ Wonder. It's okay.
Phones are jacked today.
Our phones are jacked? Hang on, Alex. I know you can hear my voice. Luke, I see you. Frank in Colorado, I see you as well. We're going to talk to all the citizens. 888-742-3345. I definitely want to hear about your grind, and we're going to talk about that this morning. Alex, good morning. You calling from Cali, which is 3 hours ahead of time. Good morning. You are up grinding early.
That's right. I got to go to work 10 hours right now, and right after that, I'm a personal trainer. I got to put in my time, but everyone's just, talking shit because I'm 25. I had my daughter when I was young. She's 6 years old. Mm-hmm. I put her in a private school. I'm always taking her to Disneyland and stuff, and people think that shit comes easy, but no way. I work hard, and that's for her. Yeah,
and that's for her. I want to commend you as well. I just love hearing when men say they're in their children's lives, especially fathers and their daughters. I'm really close to my dad. I tell everybody I'm a grown woman, but I'm a daddy's girl. So I appreciate you, Alex, for being a grinder as well as being a good dad. You're a citizen of Sway in the morning.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you. Luke in Chicago, good morning. You said you get up every morning at 4:30 a.m. and you grind. What's your grind like?
What's going on, Heather B? First, shouts out to you, Mom, for doing your thing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem, baby. I'm up every morning at 4:30. I've been in the military 13 years, so somebody in the government, I must have pissed them off because they sent me to Chicago to recruit. But every morning I'm up, and this morning, it's 30 degrees outside. Woo. I went and I ran 4 miles in this cold just to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out here trying to put these non-qualified applicants in the Army, for real. Every time I try to put somebody in the Army in Chicago, man, they got cases, they got felonies, they got charges.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's slim pickings. But you know what? To show these people how I do, I'm the number one recruit in my battalion.
No doubt, Luke. And I just want to salute you here at Sway in the Morning. You're a citizen of Sway in the Morning. Salute for all the work that you do. Frank, you also work for the government. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Heather B. How you doing, baby girl?
I'm doing great. Frank, what can you talk about what you do exactly?
Yeah, I'm a director of logistics in Colorado.
Okay.
But my main grind, Heather B, I own a limo company.
Oh, wow.
In Colorado. So I get up early in the morning. I'm up 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning on my grind before I go to work. And then after I get off work from the government, then I go continue on to my limousine business. So I'm on my grind as a B. I got to show my nephew who came from the Bronx, New York, that it's good to make a hard living doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
Money is not,
Absolutely, Frank.
That's my number one priority as a B.
Absolutely, Frank.
And I'm trying to show him the right way, baby girl.
You trying to show him how to make an honest, hard-earned living, and I appreciate that. Salute. Johnny, Tracy, Calvin, Sean, I see all your calls. The phone lines have lit up. Please leave a message. We're going to play it back at the end of the show. Up next, I have Daily News, and you'll never believe why George Zimmerman is back in the news. Sway in the morning, Shade 45.
Read all about it.
Hey, save your change. Sway's got your daily news right here, huh?
Sway in the morning, Shade 45, 28 minutes past the top of the hour. Citizens, I'll be doing your daily news. George Zimmerman, as I predicted, if you remember, was charged Monday with a felony aggravated assault against his girlfriend. Now, allegedly, he pointed a shotgun at her after an argument inside of his home. This all happened down in Florida. Now, if you remember, if you're not familiar with George Zimmerman, he was acquitted earlier this year after murdering teenager Trayvon Martin. He was also charged with 2 misdemeanors, domestic violence battery, and criminal mischief in connection with the same incident. His girlfriend, however, told 911 he used the gun to break a glass table, then shoved it in her face.
Are you serious?
911, police, fire, medical.
I need police right now.
Okay, what's your address?
You're breaking
Ma'am?
stuff in my house.
Ma'am, what's going on?
He's in my house breaking on my because I asked him to leave. He has his freaking gun breaking all of my stuff right now.
Okay.
I'm doing this again? You just broke my glass table. You just broke my sunglasses, and you put your gun in my freaking face and told me to get the out because this is not your house.
Yeah. That's George Zimmerman's girlfriend calling. He's still not divorced, just in case you want to know that. And also, I've been keeping track of this dude because I predicted he'd be back in jail. He's being held without bail. He'll make his first appearance today in front of a judge. Now, he's been pulled over by police for speeding tickets. Something else happened with him. Oh, he got into an officer's face and pushed off an officer when the officer tried to arrest his friend. He got involved in that altercation. His wife called the police on him, and now his girlfriend. Very interesting to find out what happens with this guy. Moving over, another interesting man. Toronto Mayor Rob Ford declared an outright war after the city council votes to strip him of his powers and his budget. I don't know if you've been watching the news with Rob Ford. He's a controversial mayor in Toronto. He allegedly told a female that he wanted to...
Olivia Gondak, it says that I wanted to eat her pussy. Olivia Gondak. I've never said that in my life to her. I would never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
Yeah, he said it. You got to love this guy. He also has a reality show coming out with his brother. I'm sure that'll have high ratings. He admitted to drinking too much and promised to cut back on his drinking. He denied, however, using crack publicly as much. Well, I shouldn't say he denied it publicly. He didn't use crack as much as they said he used it. He also accidentally knocked down a city council member. He gave her a fat lip. He later apologized for that, but he didn't apologize for apparently wanting to eat a girl out. I don't know, DJ Wonder. I think this guy may be a hero in 2014. What do you think?
I think he's awesome. You ever seen Tommy Boy, Chris Farley? This dude is the epitome of the embodiment of Chris Farley.
Oh, my gosh, Wonder, that's who he reminds me of, Chris Farley. That's right. Now, citizens, get to dialing 888-742-3345. I have a miracle story right here that I want to tell you about. Brian Harris, he's the man who allegedly was about to be killed when a gun was pointed at him and he was shot out. The gun was headed towards his stomach. However, his credit cards, his wallet, and his smartphone saved his life. It was a .380 caliber pistol that he was being shot at, and it just saved his life. He had it in his pocket. The bullet broke off and hit his cell phone, hit his wallet, and he's walking around now basically saying that it was a miracle. It said, his life is saved. He's going to start over, turn over a new leaf, and all will be well. This happened in D.C. We got a lot of citizens down there in the DMV area. So call us up and let's talk about, has your life ever been saved? And I'll tell you a story about mine as well. 888-742-3345. It's Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45, 36 minutes past the top of the hour. Citizens, if you missed the daily news, 2 stories. I was talking about George Zimmerman and how he's actually in jail right now being held without bail, all because he allegedly pointed a gun at his wife. Secondly, a man, his life was saved by his wallet and his cell phone. It saved his life. Normally, he's not a religious man, but he believes that a miracle happened and others around him. Has a miracle ever happened to you? Has your life ever been saved? I want to hear the stories. 888-742-3345. Ebony in Virginia, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm blessed.
You're blessed.
And glad to be here. That's right. I heard what you were saying. I had just gotten back in my car and heard what you were saying about the gentleman giving his story, and I had to call in because you have those times. Once in a while we may have times that we get one shot to get that second chance, and if you don't wake up, that shot because I had the same thing, not as far as gun violence happened to me, but sitting at a traffic light with my young son in the back seat, and there's a gentleman across from me at the opposite red light that got pulled over. The police officer's talking to him, and the guy's looking around, and I'm just feeling real funny just watching this happen. And as the officer heads back to his car, I'm just shaking my head like, oh, this dude gonna run. He nervous. And as soon as I said that to myself, this fool shoots through the damn red light, across traffic, gets hit by an F-150 and sends it into a spin.
Wow.
Directly for me and my son. And all I remember seeing is that car spinning, full speed, coming towards me and my son, and I screamed, Jesus, and I put my head down, and it was coming for us. It was right, I mean, literally 10 feet coming at me, barreling.
Wow.
And when I looked up, I don't know how, but this car missed me and my son completely. Hit a light pole inches in front of my car. The angle in which his car was spinning, it makes no sense for that man not to have hit me and my son.
Well, I understand now, Ebony, why you said you were blessed when I asked how were you this morning. Continue to be blessed. Continue a blessing on your son. Thank you so much for listening to Sway in the Morning. You are a citizen. Thank you for sharing your story. Tina in Detroit, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. What happened?
I was coming home from work one night. I worked at the bar, so I had too much to drink. And I was on the service drive, and I must have blacked out because my car ended up on the bank like it was going to go down onto the freeway. But when I woke up, I bought my car the next day. But when I woke up, I was in a car with some guy. He wasn't driving towards my house. And I'm like, where are you taking me? And he didn't want to let me out the car. So when he slowed down, I jumped out the car and I started running. And he was like, get back in the car. And I was like, no. And I just kept going and I got away. But
wow. So you stopped drinking and driving, I hope, after work and drinking after you get off your shift, huh, Tina?
Yeah, I quit drinking at work and I quit working there.
All right, good. You got a new job now?
Yeah, I got a new job.
That's what's up. You're a citizen of Sway in the Morning. I appreciate your call. Everett in Texas, good morning.
Hey, how you doing, Miss Heather B? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'd love to hear this story. You say that your life changed this year. How did it change? Share with the citizens.
Okay. It might take about 2 or 3 minutes.
You got a minute.
Okay. I'm 27 years old.
Okay.
I was riding with my girlfriend. She was driving. I didn't have my seatbelt on, and I flew through the window on the main highway at 70 miles per hour. It happened in January. I didn't wake up out of my coma until March, and I had half of my skull replaced. Now it's a titanium piece that covers about 25% of my head. And I'm just calling to thank the Lord. I thank him daily now. Amen. I'm on disability. I'm not working, but I do plan on going back to school. And Heather B., it's changed my life. I used to just live day by day. Now I'm living for the future.
Amen. Everett, thank you so much for sharing the stories. All the citizens who shared your stories. The common thing, we are all blessed. All right, sports up next. Man, did you see that Monday Night Football game last night between the Patriots and the Panthers? I got details. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. 53 minutes past the top of the hour. Citizens, I have your sports report. I have to start with the NFL as Week 11 came to a close last night with the 7-2 Patriots visiting the 6-3 Panthers and ended on the last-second attempt by New England in a controversial call at the end.
Brady backs up to throw, moves up in the pocket. Brady throws end zone, intercepted. Panthers win on a penalty marker. We have a penalty flag, and the Patriots are clapping. Nope. They pulled it up. Pick the flag up, ref. Pick it up. Foul on the play. The Carolina Panthers have beaten the New England Patriots on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that final was 24-20. They're both now 7-3. And citizens, if you saw the game, what happened was They were called for holding initially, but then the refs decided that he wasn't going to be able to catch the ball anyway. The ball was intercepted. The ref threw the flag down, picked it back up, ran off, didn't explain anything to anybody. Tom Brady was furious. In other NFL news, Tampa Bay Buccaneers safety Deshaun Golson has been suspended 1 game without pay for his helmet-to-helmet hit on Atlanta Falcons wide receiver Roddy White. And sadly, former NFL linebacker Thomas Howard died early Monday morning following a high-speed car crash on a freeway in Oakland. 30-year-old Howard played 8 years in the NFL. He was most recently with Atlanta before getting released last week after playing 2 games this season. Witnesses say his car was traveling at speeds between 100 and 110 miles per hour. Alcohol is not being ruled out as a possible cause of the accident. In NBA news, Kevin Durant dropped 38 and Westbrook put up 30 in a comeback win by OKC against the Nuggets.
Thunder fans come to their feet here. Chandler looks in. 2.2 seconds, a three-pointer wins it. Inbound pass. Off to Mozgov in the paint, tipped it behind him. Hickson for 3. Banked it no good at the horn. Terrible play by Denver. Nuggets lose tonight, 115 to 113.
Yep, 115-113 OKC. That was the final. Other scores from last night. Brooklyn lost to Portland 108-98. Golden State 98-87 over Utah. Dallas just got by Philly 97-94. Chicago by 5 over Charlotte 96-91. And the Clippers lost to the Grizzlies last night. That final was 106-102. And speaking of the Clippers, it is being reported that 33-year-old former Clipper Lamar Odom is headed back to the Clippers and is in the final negotiation stages of his new deal. Wow. Tonight, 5 games are scheduled, including the NBA, including the Heat hosting Atlanta. For more info on those games, go to channel 221. And last but not least, citizens, hockey. There's 10 games scheduled tonight, including the Rangers hosting the Bruins. So for more info on scheduling, go to Sirius Channel 207 and XM Channel 211. Don't forget, citizens, this Sunday is Sporty Sundays. RSVP at sportysundays@gmail.com. The whole crew is coming down to have fun with us. We got an open bar, and DJ DB will be on the wheels. Tracy G, Celebrity Y up next.
Yup, Kanye West, he's starting trouble, and he's doing it with President Barack Obama.
Oh, boy. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Citizens, it's 10 minutes past the top of the hour. That means Tracy G has Celebrity Wire.
Yeah, so Kanye West, he's at the center of controversy, and of course it's for being a quote monster, and he's been attacking the Obama family. First, he had a quote where he said that his girlfriend, soon-to-be wife, Kim Kardashian, is more relevant than Michelle Obama in the fashion world. Now, let's step back a couple years. Remember 2009, the big controversy when he went at the VMAs, he stole Taylor Swift's spotlight. Shortly after, President Barack Obama was caught in a candid moment calling him a jackass. Now, Yeezy, he never really addressed this head on, but recently he did an interview and he spoke on that infamous moment.
Just say we hate Kanye, it's going to be 30 other people say we hate Kanye and stuff, and that was like kind of my position in culture. So that he also used that too. It's like, oh, he's a jackass and stuff like that, because that's how the world felt. But I think, like, I don't care if somebody the president or not. I care about thoughts and how you helping people and what you bring to the world. Like, my music brings joy to people. What I create brings joy to people.
Oh, but Yeezy didn't stop there. I don't know what he's doing, if he's trying to stir a beef with President Barack Obama, but he also addressed another quote the president made when he said that there needs to be a change in culture with the children, that kids need to stop monitoring every day what Kim Kardashian is wearing, what Kanye West is doing on his vacation, and this is what West said to that.
Oh, yeah, well, I think that he should mention my baby mama name, you know, because we both from Chicago, and, you know.
So Kim's a gangster now, I guess.
Lies. What else you got? I just can't get past his voice. I care about thoughts. He sounds like he should be on Fashion Queens with like Bevy Smith.
Maybe he's practicing for a role in something.
Oh, the thoughts. I care about thoughts and ideas. Barack Obama, my relevant. Maybe he should mention my baby mama. Oh, that voice. I'm like squeezing his doo-doo hole.
You should be his
I
speech
think
coach.
that he should mention my baby mama name, you know, because we both from Chicago, and
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
this is like a lady man.
Okay, so let's get into Justin Bieber's business because we know he's on this whole track of being a bad boy and letting everybody know it. So, at one point in Celebrity Wire, we talked about a party he had where he was charging people $5 million if they were to speak about anything that happened on the inside. Then, over the weekend, he had another party and his neighbors were like, oh, you're causing too much ruckus. So they called the police on him. And I'm learning that if you were a guest, and Snoop Dogg was one of those people inside his casa. If you were a guest, then you had to sign a contract that said, you know what, you can't tweet, you can't text, you can't phone, you can't Facebook, you can't record, you can't write about nothing, you can't have communication with any of the press. If so, you got a discounted rate where you would have to pay $3 million.
Confidentiality agreement in order to go to his party without speaking to the press. Makes sense. He probably had a bunch of naked girls running around, drugs, I'm sure. So he just wanted to try to keep himself out of the public eye. You know.
Plus, it was reported that there is a strong smell of weed coming out through that door.
Exactly. What else you got, Tracy J?
Okay, so Drake, going into his dating life, we know that he's single. He's been very vocal about it, and he has his eyes set on Rihanna, it seems like, because recently she was out in Houston, and she went to his show, so that's where rumors started that maybe they were rekindling something. But they actually went to a strip club, and they spent over $17,000 in private dances just for them. One of the strippers' name is Joni Blaze. If you want to hear the story, according to her, she says that she saw Rihanna come in at 2 a.m. 15 minutes later, Drake showed up, and she heard one of the security guards go to Rihanna and say, I bet you want to be sitting next to Drake, right? And Rihanna reportedly smiled and said yes, and they looked like a couple the entire night. And they're basically just throwing cash on this one girl. Also, though, Drake, he's still going to be seeing other women because it's being reported that he's dating Zoe Kravitz. This is Lenny Kravitz's daughter. And reportedly, they went on a date where they were sitting on a patio. Zoe was drinking wine. She was laughing a lot, lots of smiles. Drake pulled out the chair. He was being a full-time gentleman. And also, she's been spotted hanging out on his tour bus.
Lenny Kravitz's daughter, she's also the daughter of Lisa Bonet. You know, they had her when they were together, a couple married. Listen, man, if you listened to the show yesterday, we had a straight up no chaser, talked about our young intern here, Ant. This is what a single man is supposed to do.
Right.
I'm totally with Drake going out, being a man of the world, sowing his royal oats before he actually settles down. I'm curious, though, Tracy G, for all your female citizens and male citizens out there, if you were single, and you had your shot at a celebrity, who would it be?
Ooh.
I know who I would go out with. Tracy G, I want to hear yours.
I'm going to think about it.
Share with us, citizens, 888-742-3345. Drake doing his thing, man.
And now, more Celebrity Wire on Shade 45.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45, 19 minutes past the top of the hour. Man, we are having a party while the music is playing. Tracy G was telling us this crazy story about Drake dating how many women?
2 women right now. But that's the number that's being reported. One of them is Zoe Kravitz, who he used to have a big-time crush on. And then the other one is his old little flame, Rihanna.
Allegedly. It's nothing wrong with that. If you're single and you have an opportunity to date some people, I think you should go out and do it, especially while you're young, full of vigor. You can sow your royal oats. Yeah. Tracy G, if you had a chance to date somebody famous, who would it be?
Whew. Okay, I got to choose a chick and I got to choose a dude. For the dude,
Tracy.
It would be Jersey Drake, because I feel like he gives amazing hugs, him and his emo self. And then for the woman, I've always liked Evelyn Lozada.
From Basketball
I know. I feel really bad about it, too, but something about her.
You're a hood rat, Tracy.
I am on the inside.
Hey, Rich in Chicago, good morning. If you had a chance to date somebody famous, who would it be?
It'll be Tracy G, most definitely, you feel me?
I'm not famous, though, player. You got to pick another one.
You famous on the radio, shit. I ain't gonna start off for Kim Kardashian. Chief Keef said it, Mr. Truth, you heard me?
That's what's up. All right.
Thank you.
Eric in Kentucky, who would you date if you had a chance to date somebody famous?
That'd be Monique, the comedian.
The comedian Monique. Wow. That's good. What is it that you love about her?
Thank you, I'm sorry.
What is it that you love about Monique?
Makes me laugh. You know, man, laughs is a big part of life.
Yeah, it is. I like that. That's true. No, he was just being nice. LJ in Tennessee, if you had a chance to date somebody famous, who would it be?
Sorry, my next ex-wife will be Oprah Winfrey.
Your next ex-wife? You're going to divorce her?
No, when she died, because she old.
What?
Oh,
You just want the
man.
money.
Don't do that, man. Hey, Rel, in Long Island, if you had a chance to date somebody famous, a famous female, who would it be?
It'd be Claudette Ortiz. I love that. I'll take her and her 3 kids.
Her and her kids. You're a man. Wow, that after my own heart, you willing to take care of kids? That's what's up. Hey, P.S., you know I got to talk to you. You calling from Decatur, Georgia. Who would you date if you had a chance to date somebody famous?
Do you count?
Do I count?
Uh-oh.
You got any kids?
No, I ain't got no kids.
Oh, yeah, I count. Would you date me, Pierce?
No doubt. I love thick chocolate women. You got it all day.
Wow, that's what's up. And I'd cook for you, too, Pierce. You're a citizen of Sway in the morning, no doubt.
Appreciate that.
You know what it is? I didn't have a chance to share with the citizens who I date Tracy G. Initially, it would have been Common. You know, that's my first boyfriend and first love. Rakim was first. Then I switched over to Common.
Mm-hmm.
But now, after having a chance to meet Hill Harper and talk to him and listen to him, I would love to fry him some fish while he read to me. That would be my ultimate, date night. It would
I'm
be
not
a
mad
good
at that.
thing. He's a smart man. Leave your messages, citizen. We'll play it back at the end of the show. You got more Celebrity Y up next?
Yup, this Barney's and Jay-Z controversy will not end.
Oh, that's up next. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Hey, DJ Wonder, there I go. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. 27 minutes past the top of the hour. Tracy G, one more story?
Yes, so yesterday I really thought that the fallout from the Barney's discrimination investigation was going to be nearing its end because we spoke about how Jay-Z, he decided that 100% of the proceeds from this deal he has with Barney's was going to go towards his foundation. However, this is kicking back up again because Barney's has decided to cancel their New York holiday event that was supposed to be celebrating their collaboration with Jay-Z. It was scheduled for tomorrow, so I don't know if they're trying to punish him in some type of way, but basically it's not going to be happening. But their partnership is still going to happen because the holiday collection is going to be launching on Wednesday still.
I was invited to that party. I'm pretty pissed off that it's not happening. No, I wasn't. It's okay. That's all you got, Tracy G?
Yeah.
Oh, man, citizens, you are in for a treat. He has a show tomorrow called Animal Status. It will air at 12 a.m. right after our good friend K Slay and his street sweeper. You can hit him up at DJ Wonder, DJWonder.com. You can also like DJ Wonder on Facebook. Make sure you do that. And just Instagram him as well. He's at DJ Wonder Pics. Make sure you do that, citizens. You ready? You ready to turn it up loud? Yeah. It's DJ Wonder.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45. I had to be.
Talk to me.
I'm going to go ahead and open the phone lines, man. It's one of the most impactful artists that have come out in recent years. I remember the first time we spoke was on Rap Fix on MTV, the weekly show we do. Tracy G, tell them what time it comes on.
Every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on MTV Jam.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Future, that's Tracy G right there.
What's going on, Tracy
What up,
G?
fellow Scorpio?
Hey, man, Scorpios rule.
Hey.
Pow.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's all you got for him?
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all we need.
We're going to play a game later, though.
What kind of game?
Nothing that will get you in trouble.
No trouble.
A Scorpio game.
Hello.
Damn, you know what that means. Scorpio's got to be the freakiest zodiac sign in astrology. It's true.
There's more to us.
There's more to us than that.
What else?
We're deep.
Passionate.
Yeah, all that.
Deep, passionate, and Future says all that.
All that.
All right, yeah, I date one of the first girls I dated was a Scorpio.
And
she was a freaky banger. I didn't get all that other stuff. Anyway, so first time we talked, we were on Rap Fix, and you Skyped in, and you chimed in, and you were in the studio working.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting because behind you, I just kept seeing fat asses just pass through the. You don't remember that?
That was a long
time ago. Yeah.
Let them know that.
Okay, yeah, that was a long time ago. I'm not
That's
trying
when
to.
I became a rock star.
Exactly. Yeah, it's right after that Rap Fix too. That's what.
He was like, "What's going on? Hold on."
Yeah, right.
It was so many.
It was, man. But whatever happened to them now? They just.
They fade away.
They fade away.
They fade away.
You have to lock them out the studio.
Yeah. That's what you got to do now. You know what I'm saying? You grow past that.
Well, since then, I mean, between Tony Montana, Magic, Same Damn Time, Turn Off the Lights, and the list goes on and on again.
the sound has definitely been affected by your presence, and I say in a great way. Welcome to the show for the first time. Give it up for Future.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate everyone.
It must feel good to you. I remember we did our hottest MCs list, and this is the interesting thing about you because you have, at that time, you had such a polarizing effect. As big as you were, there were also people that were naysayers, and you came in at number 9 on our hottest MCs list, and I remember the reaction from a lot of people. Some was great, but it was some that was like backlash. I remember texting you and saying, "Hey, homie, you're number 9 on this list." Something to the effect of, show them, make them wrong. You know what I mean? And keep making these hits. But I never got to ask you personally, how do you feel? You got such a long, deep-rooted history in music that a lot of people may not know. How does it make you feel when you hear the naysayers?
Hey, man, I just let the hit speak for itself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had more hits than anyone on the list this year. Mm-hmm. Like, I done put out, 10 top 10s, and this year, whether I wrote them or it was just my song, myself, features. So it's just like, the numbers don't lie.
Yeah, numbers
So
don't
if the
lie.
number don't lie, I'm number 1.
You're number 1.
But hey, man, I'm going to just keep on going, keep pushing and staying consistent, keep the hits coming.
Lyrically, people question, well, is he even a rapper? Is he a singer? What is he exactly? What do you say that as a rapper? What do you hope people perceive you as, or how do you perceive yourself?
A mogul.
A mogul.
It's bigger than rap. You know what I'm saying? You only can rap so many times, and now people get tired of the same rhythm, same pattern. You got to switch it up. You got to step outside the box. If you know where you want to go, you just got to prove them wrong.
All right, now I put together because I was reading up on you, and I put together a list of a lot of people who have used auto-tune. I know this is old topic, but you and I haven't sat down and said we haven't talked about it. And I know you commented once and said, the way you use it is the correct way. But there's been a lot of people that I feel like show a lot of similarities. All right, we had the Rich Homie Quan up here, and I talked to him about it. And let me play back what he had to say about the similarities.
Well, to be honest, man, I look at it more so over an Atlanta sound. You feel what I'm saying? I don't look at it like I sound like Future. It's the way I talk. You feel me? I feel as if I sound like the way I sound now, same way I sound on the song.
Yeah.
You feel me? Then it's opposed to auto-tune. I don't really use it. You know what I'm saying? Because I want people to hear me. But like I said, it's really like we're from the same hood. Future from Kirkwood. I'm from East Atlanta. His own shit. So I'm saying you might hear a little similarity. I look at it as the content. What are we talking about? Totally opposite. Totally different.
Totally different.
You know what I'm saying? I can't help the way I sound though.
How do you respond to that?
Hey, man, I do what I do the best. You know what I mean? Like, I started this. Everything I do, like, even for other rappers, it ain't even, like, to get into it because you understand, like, everything I say, like, you use the same pattern. You can't use the pattern that a Future use, or you can't say turn up. You got to say another word. You know what I'm saying? Make the world feel what you saying. You feel me? Like, you can't be saying turn up. You can't say movie. You can't say yeah. You can't say whoop whoop. You sound like Future. You can't just have those same rhyme patterns as Future because people gonna put it in the Future category. You might not sound like Future, but if I come out saying sounding like Tip, or I came out saying yeah, you're like you sound like Jeezy. Your voice might not sound like Jeezy. You might not talk about the same thing Jeezy talk about, but you saying the same thing that you using the similar words, similar word pattern. You know what I mean? So that's why people compare it because of the pattern of it. But I don't believe he don't sound like me. Like, I haven't really heard nothing but the song on the radio. I really don't get into other artists like that. But he doing good. You know what I'm saying? I wish him well. Like,
Wish him well. That's
yeah.
Future is here, man. We're gonna do a Future history lesson in a moment. I know Tracy G. She's really on edge to ask you a lot of questions about your personal life. I'm joking.
Yo, Tracy, fall back.
It's the Sway in the Morning Rewind. You requested it, so we rewind. More highlights up next on Shade 45.
On our guest today, Future. Honesty will set you free. I remember the first time I ever told I was really honest with the girl.
What was that?
And told her the truth. That was some years ago, Future. I'll tell you what I told her.
What you told her?
She asked me if I was what was the word she used? Exclusive.
Uh-oh.
She said.
She asked you, was she your exclusive?
Yeah, are we exclusive?
Okay.
Yo, this is like after the third round. You know what I mean? Like third time, and I was now normally a guy would say, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean. I told her the truth. Nah, we're not exclusive. It didn't stop a damn thing. It didn't stop it because I was just honest. You know what I mean? That's what happened.
You have to be honest.
What's first? You recall one of the first big honest moments you had with a girl?
First time I ever been honest, just when I said, let me think about it. First time I was honest is probably in the relationship that I'm in now. You know what I'm saying? My whole
honest,
everything I ever been in was a lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I tell a lie to make a promise.
Yeah. I tell a lie to make a promise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, that was kind of deep. What does that say that again? Tell a lie to make a promise?
Yeah, you know, the promise that you make was a lie.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Damn. And so you divulged, we talking Sierra, obviously. You divulged everything to her? You told her everything? Like,
Yeah. Certain things I grew past it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm at a different place in my life right now where you just, like you said, you got to be honest about certain things. You don't want to get in a relationship from the beginning and it was a lie.
Yeah.
Like from the beginning, it was a lie from how you act, who you was, who you are, what you have, everything about you is a lie. You try to keep up with the lie, trying to keep up with the next lie. And you forget. And then next thing you know, she look at you as a liar.
Yeah. And she will never, and women
never forget. They never forget.
Y'all never forget that, right?
Scorpios
That's
tend
true,
to not
yeah.
forget much.
Do they? And she a Scorpio.
How?
Yeah, congratulations, dog.
Oh, you back to the freaking. Shut up, Sway.
You know what that means. All right, we got Brittany on the line from Akron, Ohio. Good morning. Say what's up to Future, Brittany.
Hi, Future.
What's good? Ohio love.
Say that I love you. I was there at the Cleveland concert, rocking hard with you, waiting for you to come back.
Yeah. We coming back on tour, you know what I'm saying, very soon on the Drake tour, Miguel.
Oh, well, I'll be there.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
I think it's like the 16th or the 23rd.
Yeah.
I'll be there for that one. Yes, honey, I love you. What I wanted to ask you was, how do you feel with so much pressure being put on you in Sierra's relationship? Everybody's saying, like, you guys are together, but that you'll probably bring her down because you got baby mamas. If you get married, she'll probably end up paying your child support. Tired of hearing everybody.
I never heard of that, but you know what I'm saying?
Damn, Brittany.
Like, I'm my own boss, you know. At the end of the day, I do have kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't have nothing to do with my career. So even when I started, like when we got in the relationship, just our music, like she going #1 ever since we got together. Body Party #1, the album doing great, single after single. So from where I was and for where she at, we still going good. You know what I'm saying? We moving up, we growing together, we building that foundation. They got to be solid. Like you can't think about the outside world and what they only hear about or what they think they know. You know what I'm saying? We know the truth, and that's all that matters.
So then you sound like you work so much. So what's like home life and fun for you? You cook at home, you make some chicken, you make biscuits. What are you doing at home?
I don't do no cooking. I don't do no, I just work every day, man. I just feel like I'm not where I want to be at. So I just continuously just go to the studio, put in work, find different ways to create music, you know what I mean? And hits change everything, so.
Who cooks when you and Sierra together? Like,
she'll cook if I ask her to cook, or sometimes she volunteer to cook, like for, what it was. This the last, we had something, family day on Sunday, they cook for me, and you know what I mean? So she'll cook, but our schedule so busy, we probably eat out every day.
Really?
We go to a nice restaurant, try to eat a nice restaurant, like every day. You know what I mean?
You're just being honest, Heather.
I'm just being honest.
Just being honest. Your history didn't just start 2 years ago, obviously.
Nah.
You're part of a really important lineage of artists. You know, you're linked with the Dungeon family, obviously, with Rico being your cousin, and I actually had CeeLo on Rapfix last week, and we talked about the importance of what the Dungeon family did, especially for hip hop coming from the South.
Yeah,
I don't say Southern hip hop. I say hip hop coming from the South, because it's all under the same umbrella. We just live in different regions, and they broke a lot of doors down. I know, because I was on the radio station in San Francisco, and we were playing all the early Goody Mob, all the early Outkast, so on and so forth. And but he revealed something about you when you were a kid, you used to hang out at the studio that I don't think the world knew. And here's CeeLo speaking on Future.
You know, back then we called him Meathead. He might not want nobody to know that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but like he called me the other day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what up, Meat? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my bad, Future. I don't know if you want people to know that. But
people still call me Meat.
They still call you Meat?
Yeah, they still call me Meat.
Meat.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just like when you grow up and you get in the streets, you don't even want to change. So when I was at the dungeon, I was coming fresh off the trap, like fresh off the street, the block. And I didn't want to change my image. I feel like people look at me different, but other people called me Future at the time. I just was straight. I didn't want to stray away from my roots.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's what's up. What was it like them early days being like used to see Andre 3000, used to see Big Boy.
Yeah.
And what was that like for you? Is that where the fire came from, or what do you recall about them?
You know, I used to be at the dungeon with Rick. So Rico Wade, you know what I mean? When we at the dungeon and he working on different artists, it wasn't just the Dungeon family artists for us, Dre 3000, Big Boy, CeeLo, they just hang out over there. They wasn't doing music over there at that time. You know what I'm saying? They might come do a verse, or you might don't come back for a year. You know what I'm saying? But I be there every day like I lived at the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? That's where I live. I live with my cousin. And he worked with different artists from Bubba Sparks. He might be working with Tip, he might be working with Luda, he might be working with Talib Kweli, might be working with Snoop. He can work with so many artists, so I got a chance to see him produce on the production side, see how they write, see how they create. But I was so in the streets, I'm just looking for a plug. Whoever coming through there from Cali, like, hey, man, who the plug with Snoop? You know what I'm saying? It was just a different time for me. I wasn't focused, you know what I mean? Like I was when I left the dungeon.
When you say the plug, what do you mean by the plug?
Hey, somebody to get some money with.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean? That's what my focus wasn't all music. And I believe when your focus don't be music, you wonder why you're not getting there soon, as quick as you think you can get there, because you got to put 100% in. You put 100% in, you get 100% out.
Right.
Future hanging out with us. We'll take your calls, 888-742-3345.
It's the Sway in the Morning Rewind. You requested it, so we rewind. More highlights up next on Shade 45.
He came to my studio probably like 2004, something like that. 2000, maybe like 2003, something like that. I was working with the Franchise Boys at the time. Remember, they had the white tee, and I think they liked me and stuff like that. And I was working with them, putting their album together and stuff. And Future came to the studio with them, you know, and I just picked up on his swag. You know, he was a cool dude, and I took a liking to him. And I took him under my wing, and he's been with me ever since, you know. Like even when I did my first deal with Def Jam, and I went and met with L.A. Reid, I brought Future with me. And I took him in the office with me, and I sat him down right next to L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid was like, man, who is this guy? I'm like, this is my little brother, and he need to witness this because, you know, I'm grooming him to be a boss.
That was Rocco speaking on our guest today, Future.
For the record, he did not bring me in the office. Shakur, rest in peace of Shakur, he brought me in the office. He told me to sit in the lounge, and Shakur was like, nah, who is he? He need to come in here and see this. He was like, you can come in now. Like, he didn't tell me to come in.
He didn't tell you?
Nah, he didn't tell me to come in. He wasn't doing that.
Just being honest.
I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be honest.
Okay. But was that probably one of the biggest moments at that point in your career? That must have been a gigantic. What did you take away from that moment?
It was great to see it, but I had already been around Reek. You understand?
Yeah.
I had been around the biggest group in the world at that time. Like, it wasn't no group bigger than Outkast. To this day, it's still not a group bigger than Outkast. To come from Goody Mob, Outkast, then Bubba Sparks were probably doing Ugly then, and just being all around those guys, I had seen damn near everything but L.A.
What's your dynamic now like with Rocco? What is y'all working dynamic like?
We good, you know what I'm saying? He do his own thing, and I do my own thing. I always been free bands my own. Doing my own thing. He always did his own thing. We found a way to bridge the gap and come together, you know what I mean, for one accord and just for the win.
And y'all still work together though, right?
No, we never really worked together. We never really worked together. Like even from 1000, he never really came to my studio sessions and like from my first mixtape to now. He might stop in, might be in the same, because we in the same area. We sometimes work out the same studio. He might be in the back room. I'm in the front room. He here, I'm there. He come in, check in, you know what I'm saying, see what's going on. I go back there to his room. Like, even when I had my session, I had a session that the day I did, you don't even know it. Yeah. I had a session, and I just walked in his session. He was working on something. I was like, man, play a beat, and he played a beat, turn on the mic, and I went in the booth, did the song. I walked out the studio. I left. I didn't even go back in the studio. I just went from the booth back to my session. Then about a few months later, he was like, man, I kept them takes. And then he just made the song out of it.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Damn it, I love history. Today been about history.
Yeah.
Right? It's been a lot about history. This album is so anticipated. You know, you changed the name, Honest. Why?
I want to be original, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming from that. I want to feel like I'm buying Jimi Hendrix, and I know Andre 3000, he playing Jimi Hendrix, so I wanted to be my own person, you know what I mean? I feel like I want to stand for something at the end of the day. 10 years from now, when they say Future, I don't want them to automatically think about, okay, he was trying to be Jimmy at that time, or whatever. Future is Future.
And that's why you kept it, and you just being honest.
I'm just being honest.
What was it about Jimi Hendrix, though? Like, we've been talking about history. Like, what was it about him initially that, you know, that appealed to you?
I just love the way he stood out. He was a rock star at his time, and black people didn't accept it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm my own person at a time where I don't get accepted in certain places. So that's why I got the similarities there.
Cool. Tracy G wanted to play a game.
Oh, yes. It is called Future versus the Internet. Who knows Ciara better?
Oh, man.
Yep.
All right.
This the game you want to play?
This is the game we're playing, buddy.
All right. How does it work?
Okay, so it works where I found all these different facts about your girl.
Okay.
And then we know we live in a generation of stans. So the C Squad, they feel like they know Ciara best, but you know her intimately. So I want to see who really owns the title of the Ciara knowledge holder.
They might got me beat. I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see, buddy. All right. What is the one title Ciara hates being called?
What title she hate being called? I don't know.
You don't know? You don't even try?
You're just being honest.
I'm just being honest.
All right. Well, she doesn't like
C-Squad won.
No.
They won that one.
The Queen of Crunk and B. She would not like to be
That's
called.
so old, Crunk and B. That's what.
That's long.
But that was a Goody Days or something. I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't pay attention to those days.
Back in the day, yo.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if you be tracking her snaps on Instagram. What was Ciara's last update on IG?
Her last update, it was just her face, I think.
Yeah,
Got that right? Yo, Future got one right.
Be a cyber stalker.
It's even.
Okay.
She was right with me when she did that pic.
Oh, nice. All right, what condiment does she pour on everything?
What she pour on everything, but it have to be, she don't really eat too much hot sauce. If she say she eat hot sauce.
What brand?
Damn.
Tracy, are you in charge of her stance?
I'm trying to strengthen his relationship.
What it is, Texas Pete?
Yeah.
Oh, damn,
you
put
see?
you up. 2-1.
I knew he had it.
All right.
All right. What are the two main habits that she's addicted to?
Two main habits.
This is real shit.
It's a loose question right there, boy.
Scorpios too, yo. Got some dirty habits.
The two main habits she addicted to. I don't know.
Was dancing one?
No.
Oh, go ahead.
That's too obvious. All right. Both of them have to do with her teeth. If you want a hint.
Oh, I know what she do. She floss.
Yes.
Floss a lot.
And what's dos?
Probably just, I don't know, grinding the teeth together.
She says she's addicted to chewing on ice.
Oh, yeah, she love ice.
Yeah.
Okay, so he got that.
Yeah.
He said floss and grinding her teeth together. You got to grind your teeth to chew on ice.
I see how you put
Come
that
on,
together.
Sway.
Them men stick together.
Team testosterone, yo.
All right. How many? What's the score right now?
3-1.
3-1. You only got one question. So Future wins, right?
He's quick. Well, we got one more.
Okay.
What's the
do out of
last
5.
one?
All right. What is her all-time favorite film, buddy?
We were just asking. I just asked her this yesterday, and she said she don't have an all-time favorite film, but if she had one, it was Godfather.
Yeah.
Damn.
He a good man.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Yo.
It's the Sway in the Morning Rewind. You requested it, so we rewind. More highlights up next on Shade 45.
Yeah, man. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Citizens, you hear the joy in my voice because we're talking about hip-hop. Just trying to school and educate the youth that's taking so much pride in being ignorant, not knowing their damn hip-hop history. When you hear a song, you don't know what it is, Google it. That's what Google is for. Tracy G, what does EPMD stand for?
Oof.
Exactly. It's
I
a
knew
wrap.
that at one point. Hold on. Tell me though.
Tracy G, where can people reach you?
No, tell me EPMD. What? You can't get mad if now I want to know and then you withhold the information.
Parrish making dollars.
Thank you. Ask me again tomorrow, and I swear to God, I'll have it down.
Asking you now, where can people reach you?
On Twitter at It's Tracy G with no E.
You can reach Real Sway at Real. Oh wait, you can reach Real Sway. You can reach Sway at Real Sway on Instagram and Twitter. Citizens, also go to Sway'sUniverse.com and check out all the footage that he has there. He always putting up new songs, video footage, all the interviews you want to see is right there. Sway'sUniverse.com. Also hit up DJ Wonder as well. Like him on Facebook and make sure you check out Animal Status tomorrow. I can be reached, however, at the happy hour with HeatherB.com. And make sure if you want to come to Sporty Sundays this Sunday, you have to RSVP at sportysundays@gmail.com. We have an open bar going on from 1 to 3 p.m. Citizens, make sure y'all come out and have a good time. That's it, DJ Wonder. We're done.
That's right.
God bless y'all. We have nothing left to say.